For years, controversy has raged in Austin over the number of homes labeled historic landmarks.
And of course, the huge tax breaks that come with that designation. For a home to even be considered, they need to have a few criteria, including the property must be at least 50 years old, have unique and innovative architecture, must be of historical or archaeological significance. But now a big twist in that debate.
The city wants to deem a home in Terrytown a historical landmark, but the new owner is saying no way because she wants to build a new home on the site at 2600 block of Pecos Street. KXAN's Ignacio Garcia live with the story. Ignacio.
Hi, good evening. This is one home that could soon go on the city's historical commission list. And while some owners welcome that designation, one owner says she does not want her home tagged as historical. It's an unassuming property atop a hill just west of MoPac in Terrytown. But when new owner Ashley Amini bought it and applied for a demolition order to build her new home last August, she was in for a surprise. She was told the city's Historical Landmark Commission did some background checking and voted to recommend the property for historical designation, therefore unable to be demolished, in spite of what Amini called numerous faults with the home.
I was really shocked. I thought that the regulations were there for a reason, and I expected the commission to follow those regulations, and they chose not to. So I was surprised that they didn't see the issues with the property.
The Landmark Commission says the home was designed by a noted UT Austin trained architect, Leonard Lundgren, adding many of his designs are of significant importance and built here in Austin.
His works are worldwide, and he has literally a handful of residential designs that are still standing, all here in Austin. And this is the best preserved of all of them.
The city has designated about 575 homes and buildings as historical since the 1970s. Along with this designation comes city, county, school, and central health tax breaks that altogether add up to millions of dollars. Austin attorney Jim George recently filed a suit on behalf of 3 citizens against the city's preservation program and the tax breaks that go along with it. He says too many permits are granted too easily, often at the request of neighbors looking to save a home.
And they come in and petition the Historic Zoning Commission to zone that house historic, upon which, if granted, the homeowner then is not free to do whatever the homeowner wants to do with the house.
For now, Amini awaits. The case will go on to the Planning Commission and then the City Council, who will vote whether this home should be labeled as historic or left to be developed into an owner's new dream home.
You know, depending on what the city decides, it could change the course of everything I do and how much it takes and what I'm ever able to get back out of the property in the long run.
Amini actually says she's open to any other options, including having the city come over here, get the house, pick it up, and move it anywhere else they want. Reporting from West Austin, Ignacio Garcia, KXAN News.
Thanks, Ignacio. Now we have a quick breakdown of the historical landmark tax breaks. The city exempts owners of historic homes from paying property taxes on 100% of a home's value and 50% of the value of the land. There are certain tax caps for homes designated after 2004. And as Ignacio mentioned, the city has designated about 577 homes and buildings historical since the 1970s. Most of the single-family designations are in the Judges Hill, West Austin, Old West Austin, Pemberton Heights, and Old Enfield neighborhoods.